Hello and welcome to the Hutchinson Art Center's virtual art camp. My name is Kara Vaughn, and before we begin, myself and the Hutchinson Art Center want to thank the Hutchinson Community Foundation and the United Way of Reno County's Rally Reno Nonprofit Response Fund for financially supporting this project. For today's virtual art camp, we are going to be making a sculpture by carving into some floral foam. For this project, you'll just need a foam block and something to carve with. I have here just like a little wooden stick. If you wanted more detailed carvings, you could use a toothpick too. Pretty much anything, I guess, even like a screwdriver if you have one. But I got this block at Hobby Lobby. I think they might sell them at the Dollar Tree. I could be wrong though, or like Dollar General too. But if you're gonna try this project, you want to get some foam that has really fine pieces into it, so it's easier to carve. The thicker the foam, then the less detail you'll be able to get. Now, do be warned, this can get really messy just because the foam pieces are very brittle and fragile. It'll kind of start going away even as I tore the package off. From me pulling on it, trying to get it off, it hugged on some of the corners here, and you can see they're already kind of botched up. But it's not a problem. I'm just going to start here. I want to do a face. You could do whatever you want, but it's always good to plan ahead, and so I'm going to start by sketching out some face details that I would like to have for my carving. So I'm going to take my little wooden stick, and I should have found, like, I think I have skewers or something somewhere that I might go and switch out. But I'm just going to go ahead and start with kind of my main depth areas. I actually am going to go ahead and switch out because this is going to be a little bit challenging. Now I'm ready. So I'm just going to go in and start adding depth to this eye. I'm going to go around the eyeball to the iris because I want that carved out as well. Pretty intense anyways. I'm sorry if I get off camera. I have it really zoomed in, so my space is super limited on where I can move this. And so I don't want you to feel like I'm trying to go off camera or something. And so at this point, I'm having to tweak some of my sketch just to make it work. And there's a few different techniques you could do. You could go in and outline everything and then try to figure out your form, which is, you know, the shading, what would make it look 3D. I'm just kind of scratching around, just getting a feel for it and seeing what works best for me. I did this a long time ago whenever I was in elementary school. We did like a Easter Island project where we did this and we carved like little Easter heads out of it. And that was pretty fun. But this is a really great way to practice, you know, 3D sculptures and stuff like that because, I mean, right now I have some of these shapes here, but already my nose is still flat though. And I want it to be 3D. I want it to have that depth and shape. Because if I turn to the side, like, it's still flat, you know? And so this is a really great way to practice, and it's super fun too. And you don't even have to do faces. You could do like 3D shapes, like you make a star or something. You can make stamps too, which I thought was pretty cool. I saw some people making stamps with this stuff, and it is really tedious though. But it is fun. Okay, so I think in order to problem solve some of this, I'm gonna go ahead and scrape the eyes out because I do want them to be kind of sunken. And since I have them on this top layer, I think in order to give them more depth, I'm just gonna have to push them completely back. It is a little bit messy. I mean, you can see like the foam is sticking, kind of getting all over my fingers. So it is, you might want to do it on top of something just so it's an easier cleanup. I'm just doing it straight over my desk. I'll just have to clean it up when I'm done. I noticed too that rubbing it will also help kind of smooth out some of the rough areas. Definitely helps me understand more what I can work on and how to better understand physical form versus just shaded form whenever you're doing 2D artwork, like just on a piece of paper, like drawing it. Because I mean, obviously if I want this to look like a face, the highest point of this piece should actually be the nose, whereas whenever it's flat and you're trying to build up that form just from a flat surface, it's really tricky. It's actually, it's really hard. I mean, I know that the top lip kind of rests on the bottom lip, so it kind of sticks out, and I kind of achieved that there. I could have just lowered everything, honestly, and have the nose kind of just be the highest point. I hope that you guys do so much better than me on this. I would love to see what you guys come up with. I can't get over it. It's so interesting just to see how different art forms can take a different interpretation depending on like what you're used to and what you haven't practiced with yet. Overall, I think that is a super fun and easy project. I remember doing that when I was in grade school and whenever I was trying to come up with ideas for the kids art camp and the virtual art camp in general. I thought this would be so much fun. Even if you have no obviously, if you have no real experience doing sculpting or anything like that, it's fun to just test it out because it's not like you have to go get marble or clay or anything like that. You don't need a kiln. You just grab a piece of foam and just start carving, and it was really fun. I enjoyed this a lot, and I hope that you get a chance to try it out and upload to the Hutchinson Art Center's Facebook and post your creation. And I would love to feature any of the artwork that you guys try from this series and upload it. If you upload your art to the Hutchinson Art Center's Facebook page, maybe I could draw some out and share with everybody what you guys have been up to, what you've tried and what you haven't tried, and I think it'd be super fun and engaging. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know if you try it. Bye!